Man, got around. OG Silverback here. And today, I have tales of victory and glory. And through these tales, I will demonstrate to you how to live according to beast mode law. So you can apply the savage mindset and the barbaric mentality with every situation you may encounter, man. Because actually, in this life, dude, even in our society, we're all still animals and barbarians. It's just at what level do you know how to tap in to reach it and when to and when not to? That's the question. Hey guys, I want to get straight into the topic of this video. And the topic of this video is the real reason Cali Muscle and Big Boy are learning BJJ from Midwest Kong. Hey, so for those of you who aren't familiar with Midwest Kong, dude, he is the East Coast Silverback, bro. And I came to know this guy from watching the video that he made with Big Boy and Cali Muscle. Actually, he made several videos, man. And I found it interesting because when you think about Cali Muscle and Big Boy, right, the first thing that you think about if you don't know those guys, and if you do, is size and strength. Both Cali Muscle and Big Boy are big, swole dudes. Let me tell you something, man. To me, they are natural phenomenons of the genetic 1% on our planet. Just so you know, Big Boy is a multiple champion powerlifter, dude. Like, he's won powerlifting championships. Nothing like this guy. There's a guy on YouTube named Bradley something, man. He's known for doing fake weights, man. I forget his name. I'll try to find it, man, when as I edit this video, man. But I forget what his name is, man, but he's the king of fake weights, man. Just look this up, bro. And then because his lifts are so prestigious that, dude, if he was going any powerlifting competition, he win not only your weight class, but he win the overall. At least that's how it was when I competed in powerlifting, bro. They had you would win your weight class, but then they would have the overall pound for pound strongest dude. What they take is how much you weigh, and they multiply it to see how many times it goes into your total lifts. And the dude whose body weight multiplied more into his lifts. I used to win the overall championships all the time. But this was back in the 80s, bro. So, I mean, I'm sure things have changed now. But anyway, hopefully I'll come up with the dude's name. But here's the whole thing, guys. I wanted to say this to you young guys because a lot of young guys, bro, I noticed that, Cali Muscle and Big Boy and, Mike O'Hearn and, Coach Greg Doucette and all these other big swole dudes have a huge following on YouTube because a lot of young dudes, man, I was the same way. When you look into to demonstrate your masculinity or to tap into your masculinity, you just think the first thing you think is, oh, if I got big muscles and I'm strong, then I'm a man. Okay, I got that part. But here's the real reason that Cali Muscle and Big Boy started taking Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu with Midwest Kong. This is my opinion. I haven't heard it straight out of Midwest Kong's mouth or Cali Muscle or Big Boy. I'm just doing a public service to let you guys know how I feel about muscles and martial arts. So the whole thing is this, guys. If you take two twins, like identical twins, and let's just say they have, just normal genetics. We're not talking about the top 1%, but just normal genetics, right? And so the one brother decides to become a musclehead, man. Like, he just trains, he lifts heavy, protein, creatine. I'm not talking about steroids, but he's taking amino acids, bro. He's taking pre-workout, post-workout, bro. He's into it, bro. He's just way into it. He's stretching. He's going to all these bodybuilding, powerlifting seminars. He's a straight strength athlete, bro. He's even doing strongman. But then the other brother, man, he's more like me. He's more in touch with, like, spirituality and energy and flexibility and flow, kinesiology, physiology, that they call the artsy-fartsy stuff, right? And let's just say, man, the dad died and he didn't leave a will. And they're at the funeral, man, and then the mom says, hey, just to keep it fair, your dad didn't leave a will, so unfortunately we got to have you guys fight till one of you is put in the hospital, and then whoever wins gets everything that your dad left behind, because I'm dying too, and I don't have time to write a will, so I'm just going to keep it fair, boys, because we're twins. I love you guys equally. And you're not going to kill each other, but one's got to beat the other one until he's incapacitated and he's knocked out. Like, this is straight ultimate cage fighting. They lock the cage, you ain't coming out till one of you guys is knocked out. Like, they lift your arm up, it just falls. Right? You're tapped out, right? I can unequivocally, without a doubt, tell you the dude who has studied martial arts to the same level of proficiency as the dude that became a musclehead will win each and every time. And I'm hoping to do in this video what's it called? Dang. It's a word where you take a bunch of pictures and you put them together. I don't know if it's called a colloquialism or a collaboration. I don't know what it's called, man. A collage. That's what it's called. I'm looking to do a collage of the video where they showed this big, strong dude getting his ass handed to him by a little short dude, bro. I'm going to show you some video clips from other dudes, small dudes whooping big dudes. And I'm just going to tell you some stories from my life where, dude, most of the guys I beat in prison were bigger and stronger than me. Most of the guys I beat growing up in the hood were bigger and stronger than me. I had a thing called sickle cell anemia, which my blood wouldn't process oxygen properly, nutrients, whatever. I was a runt till I was 14 and miraculously just kind of healed up, man. So I don't know how, it just did. So anyway, I'm sharing with you guys the real reason I believe that Cali Muscle and Big Boy are now learning Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu from Midwest Kong. And just so you know, I'm a practitioner of combat arts, bro. I love combat arts, bro. All things combat, bro. To me, man, judo and wrestling, bro, nothing against Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, bro. But to me, judo and wrestling, bro, are to me the purest form of combat arts or sports, whatever you want to call them. I'm going to tell you why. Because judo and wrestling, unlike Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, you start from standing up. Maybe, I forget, there's different types. There's Greco-Roman, there's all these other types of wrestling. But the type I did, we started from standing up. I did Olympic type wrestling, and then you go into the ground and then submission. Same thing with judo. The issue I have with Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, the pure Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, is it starts from the ground, bro. I don't think that's realistic, but that's just me. Who am I, man? But I wanted to share this with you guys. Over the years, I have a combination of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and judo. Dang, how come it ain't showing? Yeah, judo right there. You see the judo? I got Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and judo as well, bro. From the Tisses, look here. This is Jiu-Jitsu by C. This is Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, bro. This is, I think this is another, I think this was judo. But, dude, over the years, I've competed in judo, jiu-jitsu, wrestling, bro. They had a thing called Grappler's Quest, bro, because I remember when I first got into martial arts, I did Taekwondo. And I did Taekwondo and boxing until one time this wrestler dude, I went to do a high kick to his face, and I did kick him in the face, but he grabbed my leg. Dude, he fireman's carry, slammed me, grounded and pounded me. And then my cousin was like, oh, you got to get your wrestling skills. So the real reason, before this video gets long, the real reason that Cali Muscle and Big Boy are learning Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu from Midwest Kong is just 3 reasons. Number one, both Cali Muscle and Big Boy have realized they're at the height of their genetic potential for strength, muscle size, and power. I mean, dude, you start to get diminishing returns. So once you start hitting your mid 30s and 40s, bro, you can train hard and everything. You can look good, but the return on investment of energy is not going to be the same. So they're realizing it's called diminishing returns. They're realizing even though they're big and strong, the probability of them getting even bigger and stronger progressively over time is going to be a diminishing return. So what's the smart thing to do? Start to learn how to use things that don't rely on strength for self-defense, which is Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I think Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is a pure combat sport where if things do go to the ground, you're very proficient in what to do. That's one thing I do love about Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. That's how I got turned on to it, because when I was doing judo, when I would throw a guy down, if both shoulders don't hit the mat, you have to then go into grappling. And Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu grappling is different from wrestling grappling to me. Wrestling grappling is more of an aggressive, just throwing yourself forward into single and double leg takedowns, things of that nature. Brazilian Jiu Jitsu, to me, the way I've experienced, is more of a technical learning to breathe and relax and to be in your guard or someone else's guard, and how to escape through the different leverages and the positioning, right? It's more physiology, it's more scientific to me. Number two, who better to learn from than Midwest Kong? This dude is not some skinny little martial arts Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu dude. Like, dude is swole up, yoked. He's at the same level of Cali Muscle and Big Boy. Now, when you talk to Midwest Kong, he's a modest guy. I'll put him in that same caliber. He doesn't, and I'm going to tell you why I'll put him in that caliber. Ever since Midwest Kong has been doing martial arts, he's been more of an athlete dude. Like, he'll play basketball, he'll play different sports and this and that. And he does martial arts, and he lifts the weights kind of as like an adjunct or an add-on, or, a type of cross training. But he never in his head pursued to be a hardcore powerlifter or bodybuilder. And that's what separates Cali Muscle and Big Boy from Midwest Kong. Midwest Kong is first and foremost a martial artist and an athlete who lifts weights and knows how to lift weights. That's why his muscles are big and he's strong. Whereas Cali Muscle and Big Boy are first and foremost bodybuilders and powerlifters and strength athletes. But now that they see the wisdom to train with Midwest Kong, he's the best person to teach them, because they will respect the fact that he has girth, muscle size, and he is strong, and he knows how to leverage his strength, where he's figured out it's not always important to use strength, but he knows when to use strength and when not. So I think he's the best teacher for them. Number three is this. They know that as they get older, man, so whatever supplements they're taking, because you can only take so much protein and creatine, amino acids and vitamins and supplements and all that. No, trust me when I tell you guys, before your kidneys and liver and stuff, because that stuff is, even though, is good for performance enhancement, it's not good for your overall health. And I'll tell you why. So I was, when I was getting ready for the 2015 nationals in judo, I just did a whole protein drink diet. I did protein drink and vegetables. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, I drink a lot of water. So I went from 285 down to 168. Because when in the upper level classes, when I was competing in judo, there was dudes taking steroids. In judo back then, they didn't test for steroids. I don't know if they do now. But there's a difference between going against a 220-pound dude that's naturally 220 pounds and a dude that's 220 pounds on the gear. It's different. I don't give a shit what you say. This is my experience, my story. So anyway, I did that, and then when I went in, I'm a disabled vet. When I go to see the Veterans Administration, they do these. They took your blood, urine, blood pressure, all this stuff. And they said I had a lot of high creatine in my urine. And this is what caused that. Man, you're taking in too much protein. It's causing your kidneys to work too hard. Now, I'm not on steroids or any PEDs, none of that stuff, just supplements. So there comes a point as you get older that you got to back off of the supplements. When I'm saying both Cali Muscle and Big Boy realize as they get off of this supplementation that makes their muscles big and is maybe causing harm to their kidneys and livers and internal organs, as they back off of that as they get older, now they want to have some martial arts skills to help them to be just as awesome in their elderly years as they were in their prime years.